got the Indianapolis 500 for pacers and racers coming up on Sunday. It's going to be a great day. One of our favorite drivers to talk to joins us now on the Payless Liquors hotline. That would be Scott McLaughlin, Team Penske. Good morning, Scott. You have had quite the adventure this month of May here in Indy, haven't you?
Yeah, good morning, guys. It's been pretty crazy. It's been up and down, as you'd like to say, but had a great night with the guys last night on my team. We have a team dinner every night, every week, a day before the month of May or before the race. And, but really, really excited for what's ahead and can't wait to get out there.
All right, Scott, can you share? We had Ed Carpenter on yesterday. He mentioned maybe a friendly wager with yourself as we await Game 1 here of the Eastern Conference Finals in a mere 12 hours. I'm a little nervous if you unzip that fire suit, you're going to have like a Jalen Brunson jersey when you get announced here coming up on Sunday. What is the wager, if you don't mind sharing?
Well, I have no idea, but he did text me. He said, hey, I've got a great wager for us. But normally the guy that says that, it comes off way better for him than it is for me. So I've got to find that out. But, let's see how Game 1 and 2 go. I'm excited for the series, man. Obviously, I'm a Knicks fan in Indiana and been a Knicks fan since I was 2 years old. But it's a dream come true for both our teams to be in the conference finals, right? And it's a rematch of the ages, so I'm really excited for it. But certainly hope my Knicks get the job done.
Now, you are a legit Knicks fan, like you just said, since 2 years old. Could you share for our audience how you became a Knicks fan?
Well, Mum and Dad went to New York when I was a kid, and they brought home a New York jumper, and the only really American sport in Australia at the time was NBA, and I just followed it, and I've had the league pass since a long time, just watching basically every game I can, and just really enjoy the sport, and because I've got no affiliation to college right now, like the professional sports side is a lot more interesting for me. I just really enjoyed it, and just so happens that some of the biggest rivalries in sports between Indiana Pacers and New York Knicks, and I find myself smack bang in Indiana, so I'm excited for what's ahead.
So, Scott, are you going to be pulling a double on Sunday? Get the work in and then go check out your other team at night, or how does that work?
That's a plan. I'd love to. I think if I win the race, I certainly want to go to the game 3 for sure. I actually went to the Pacers. I think it was when Nimhard hit the big 3 and broke all our hearts in the semifinals last year. I went to that game, and that was wicked. And the Gainbridge Fieldhouse there is unreal. They got such a cool spot, so I'd love to go back there again.
So, obviously, a lot of basketball talk, but you do have another job to do. So, what is the balance when, the 500 is coming up and you're excited for it, but, you probably want to rest, prepare. So, what are the nerves like? What's your routine look like when you're right there, but you can't wake up tomorrow and race?
No, for sure. It's a big week because, a big month. You live inside the track for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and the build-up's huge. Obviously, this is our Super Bowl, so you just got to manage your energy. And this is my 5th Indy 500 now, so I'm sort of slowly understanding what it takes to look after myself, look after my body, enjoy the festivities, but at the same time know that I got to go out there and kick some butt, So, I feel like I'm a lot more experienced with that now. Really excited what's ahead. And we've got a great shot at it this year and really understand the cadence of the race. So, just a matter of just putting it all together and hopefully have a little bit of lady luck and you find yourself in victory lane.
Scott McLaughlin joining us now on the Payless Liquors hotline here on the Fan Morning Show this morning. You'll be starting from the 10th spot. You were able to avoid a lot of the drama that went on this past week, but you also are kind of getting a new car up to speed. How's all that going for you after the crash a week ago?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a pretty crazy week, but the biggest hit of my life happened on Sunday, and when you're flying through the air, it's kind of like Ricky Bobby. You can't believe you're flying through the air, but it was a pretty crazy thing. But really proud of the team, man. Like they built a brand new car. This thing's brand new, and it ran faultlessly on Monday for the second last 2 hour practice session, and we've got one more practice session on Friday to just dot the I's, cross the T's. But I feel just as comfortable in the car, and certainly feel just as fast. So. Definitely have a great shot. Sure, would love to have started a couple more rows up, which I'm sure we could have done. But at the same time, it's such a long race, and we're in a fine spot there.
You talk about that Ricky Bobby moment. Does time really slow down when you're in the air like that? Like, what is going on in your head and in the moment there?
Oh, man, like I said to a lot of my friends and even my wife, it certainly does slow down. But I've never been in a crash where I've actually, because this is one of the first times I've actually taken flight ever, and you hit the wall and there's all the noise and the screeching and all that, and then for a split second it just goes quiet because you're touching nothing and you're just flying through the air. It's like the craziest thing in the world, and then just when it comes down, it's just like a bad nightmare again. So certainly, I guess it proves how close we are to the edge, and the next day I was back out in that new car. I was holding it flat in the same spot. So I'm not really, it's just part of the gig, and you just got to get on with it.
Scott McLaughlin, that is the voice you're hearing right now, that Pennzoil machine inside of row 4 coming up on Sunday. Hearing you describe that, it's a ludicrous thought for what I'm about to say. But in a way, I was listening to you earlier in the week, and I'm like, wait a minute, Scott McLaughlin is one of us. The 100th running of the Indianapolis 500, the last time we had a sellout, we'll have a sellout on Sunday, but the 100th running back in 2016, did I hear correctly? You're in the middle of turn 1 and 2 in the grandstand slamming beers?
Yeah, I was. It was the first time I've been to 500, and everyone said you got to come to the 500 and experience the 100th. And I was like, okay, I'll come watch. And I had a buddy with me, and we just came out and hanged it in Indianapolis for like the weekend. And we were just slamming back silver bullets, man. It was a good time.
Look at that. One of us. Can we chant that when they announce him coming up on Sunday?
Yes, let's go.
Silver bullets in between 1 and 2. You and another couple thousand. The other thing I admire a lot about you, Scott, you have a hell of a golf swing.
Well, yeah, thank you. I work on it a little bit. That's my hobby outside of the racing side. I'm six handicap, and I did a really cool thing with Jake Knapp, who's got one of the most unreal golf swings on tour during the week, and he was teeing it up with me the other day, and I actually get to meet Bubba Watson. He's coming out this weekend, this today for some closest to the pin challenge, promoting the live golf stuff. And really, that's the cool thing about the gig, is that you get a bit of time to play some amazing courses, and I certainly love my golf.
Last one for me, inside of row 4. You've started all over. Thoughts on starting on the inside coming up here on Sunday? Yeah,
I've got some pretty cool friends in regards to Connor Daly and Alex Rossi, who certainly love to roll the top, roll the high side. So I'm pretty stuck down there, but I'm going to hopefully get a good jump. And I don't really love being on the inside just from trying to make spots up, but it's a safer spot too, because normally when the spins happen, they roll up top. So hopefully we just get off to a clean start and get 500 miles underway. So
ideally, middle, inside, outside. You prefer to be outside or inside because it's safest?
If I want to make some moves, I probably prefer outside, but it just all depends on your run at the start of the race. Sometimes you've had a good one and a bad one. I've had a mixed bag of everything, and obviously I led the field last year, so I haven't had the pack around me for a year or so. So it's one of those things where you only get the 3x3 start once a year. So no one practices it. It's just luck of the draw. And ideally, you want to be on the outside just to make some hay, but at the same time, it's safe on the inside there.
Scott, you had a rookie win the pole for the first time, I believe, since 1983 with Robert Shwartzman. So as a competitor, what is it like to have sort of like that fresh blood that keeps adding to your sport and having a chance to challenge him?
Oh, no, Robert did a fantastic job. As we all know, like around here, it's tough to do and run on the edge, and especially when you're a rookie. And, it's pretty cool for the sport to happen. Sure, I would love to have had a crack at it on Sunday. I really thought we had a car to compete against him. But at the same time, he's going to have a whirlwind. We qualified on pole last year. It was one of the coolest things, being in the parade last and all that sort of stuff. It's just an amazing feeling. But ultimately, I want to pick the right Sunday this year. So I'm just working on the second Sunday right now.
Scott, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate that. Stay safe. Best of luck. And we'll be chanting for you on Sunday morning, okay?
One of us.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Thanks.